thing I'm going to do when I'm president is go to Mount Rushmore. I understand. Who are the presidents there? There's, I think there's Ronald Reagan and Washington and Franklin Roosevelt.
No, Jimmy Carter.
No, not. They're all Republicans, I think.
Jimmy Carter was the only Democrat on there.
That's what.
That's right.
That's what the religious right tells me. They're all Republicans on there. I'd love to see that. You know, it's great how erosion and everything made that a natural phenomenon. How over time it just grew that way.
Now, isn't your skank or your little tree down there a national phenomenon also? Is it the fact that there's no goalie down there to block the puck in your national phenomenon and your daughters?
Now, is this the Bush doctrine you're talking about? This is a trick question because I don't like the press playing that you gotcha game because I gotcha. I don't care what they say about me because eventually I'm going to be the vice president of the United States.
Let me put it in laywoman's terms for you. Can it?
Laywoman.
Let me tell you something.
Unless you come to Alaska, I'll show you the lay of the land.
How many times have you given up the puck or the puck went in your little goal?
Only to my husband.
Now, you sure it hasn't been for the fisherman
we have 5
and the
kids, so at least
postman?
5 times.
You sure it hasn't happened to the mailman who comes to your house or the milkman? Come on now.
No, wait a minute. I believe in values and family values.
You do.
And I believe I believe in everything, and I believe in everything you don't believe. You don't look like a liberal. You look like one of me. You look like someone who would be
I don't look like you.
Me.
Well, that's an insult. Now tell me about this gas line, this pipeline. Were you the first one to pass gas in Alaska?
There's been gas in Alaska for many years. Let me tell you.
Did you pass the gas?
Yeah, to the oil companies, yes. All the Alaskans just make it flow into the gas line.
And is it true that you see Putin in his underwear through your window to the view to Russia? You see Putin masturbating to you?
I've seen Putin. I've seen Putin. In fact, I think you're talking about gas. I think he has a problem with a name like Putin. I mean, I think his name used to be Putinsky. But I know so much about foreign affairs. I know that Alaska and Canada and Russia are right next to each other.
All that.
Tokyo's in China.
What makes you think you're qualified to be one heartbeat away, and the chance of comparing to John McCain's left nut that he left in Da Nang? Yeah. What makes you think that you're qualified to be VP or better yet president if anything was to happen to Mr. McCain?
Well, you know what would happen if McCain died while he was president and I'd be his vice president? They'd probably stuff him and mount him and prop him up and pretend he's still alive.
Is that right?
They tried the same thing when George Bush Sr. died, and they didn't want. You didn't hear about that? McCain, the Republicans told me not to say that, and they kept Dan Quayle from becoming president. By the way, you elect me, you got George W. Bush in a dress. So if you like Bush,
so you're talking about,
if you like Bush, you're gonna like me.
You're talking about like being a taxidermist, having a McCain head on a platter, and then you are actually the president in disguise.
I'll have to get back on you in that. Katie.
You know who you look like? Katie.
Katie.
Do you have a problem with memory?
Did you see Katie? Did you see me and Katie and John the other day together? It was almost like my daddy and I were in the principal's office, and he told me before we went with Katie, he said, listen, you've talked enough. Let me do all the talking now. You've gotten yourself in enough trouble.
Your estrogen level is leaving you a little bit.
That's my imitation of John McCain.
Well, you have the estrogen level problem there, I think. You're losing your voice.
Now, this is an Alaskan accent. You probably never met anyone from Alaska before.
Oh.
I'm one of God's frozen people.
You're frozen people. Now, are you an NRA gun nut?
Oh, we love guns here in Alaska.
You're an NRA gun nut.
We
go out shooting. Have you been out there shooting?
Gorillas.
You know what would be good? For you to go out shooting with Dick Cheney. Now, if you went out with Dick Cheney, that would probably cure the problem.
Dick, let me show you. Shooting with Dick, it would be a wonderful thing. I could teach him how to work his pistol.
Well, you might need more than that. You might need a bottle.
All of his daughters would be straight if I were there.
You need a bottle of. You need two bottles of Viagra to get that man going, probably.
He lasted 8 years, so give him credit.
Well, maybe that same thing you were talking about, they put him on a mantle. They put his head on a mantle because he wasn't fully, all his faculties or he's brain dead or something.
Let me tell you about, let me tell you about Dick Cheney. He shot his friend in the face when he went hunting. I mean, is this how he treats his friends?
Well, you know what? That would be a good cure because you go out hunting with him, he'll shoot you in the face and eliminate this country from you.
Maybe there's people who want me as your president.
The scary one is the one that follow the David Koresh followers too. The ones that followed the David Koresh, I believe he was.
Well, don't you think I'm a beautiful woman?
Well, you look like a cross between Austin Powers with that purple outfit and a female Austin Powers.
I look like I'm the difference between a female Austin Powers and a regular Austin Powers. And they say I'm the stupid one in this election.
And you got a whiny voice. I like to put mothballs in there so I don't have to listen to it.
Didn't you see me last week in my beauty contest picture in that one-piece bathing suit? Didn't I look sexy? Miss Alaska. You know how hard it is to be Miss Alaska? I had to beat out 5 other women.
You get a soft one on that one. All right, this has been the interview here, for what it's worth, with Sarah Palin. Just remember, when you vote, don't vote for this imbecile. Vote for Henry. Henry believes in sexual freedom and the passage of gas. Let's go to that lovely intro, and we'll see you on the flip side. Let's go into that lovely thing next now.